but I think it's going to be great for our sport. Well, what I like about it,
once again, day 2 of the media tour. This is where Charlotte Motor Speedway is going to erect this gigantic scoreboard. It's supposedly, well, not supposedly, 35 feet higher than these lights above the backstraight. Now here we've got the obligatory announcement. Scott Cooper is closer to us than the others. Marcus Smith, the track president, and Jeff Hammond and Mike Joy. Marcus, great guy, really like him a lot, but he does look a lot like Michael Dukakis in a tank wearing that hard hat. But rather than going with all of the little, let's see, 9 million lights are in it, it's just probably best to just say in general that this scoreboard, we are assured, is going to be really big, big as hell, as big as you can imagine, bigger than you can imagine, because that's the way everything that Bruton Smith does. He certainly has a sense for the grandiose. Coming soon to a speedway near you, if you're in the Charlotte area. Well, this is the annual Richard Childress stop on the media tour. I know that all the people out there in Facebook and YouTube land love to talk about how all we do is go places and feed our face. And this is probably the best spread on the whole tour. With all due respect, I think there's some justification. I don't mind it so much, thanks to the fact that you ride buses around and work about 12 hours a day, working for preseason stuff as well as getting your stuff together for the daily newspaper. It's actually, I know that nobody ever believes a journalist has a difficult job or cracks a sweat or works hard over anything, but I guess at this point in my life it's pretty strenuous by my lowly standards. And this media tour week is pretty grueling. It has some perks with it, but yeah, I'm getting to the age where if you party too much, you can't hold up your end of the bargain. So I find myself getting a little bit more domesticated on these things as time goes on. This, of course, as we continue on the media tour Trail of Tears, just kidding, is the Team Red Bull affair, where Casey Kane is over there. Let's see, let's get in here close. He's roughly there. And Brian Vickers, returning this year, is in this group. This is Furniture Row. Not Furniture Row Racing. It's in Colorado. Furniture Row.
Ronnie, you're in line.
I think that this is quite a good idea here, because this will be, you could be staying in a motel, and if the Furniture Row buffet was better, you might come over here and buy your little mail thing. Oh, they don't do this every day? I'm sorry. This, of course, is not the COT. This is, in fact, to drag racing, probably what a '69 Torino Talladega was to NASCAR. Now, over here, it's infinitely cooler than the COT, but this is a more modern incarnation, as the NASCAR Sprint Media Tour branches out on its final day.
How am I going to tell him what he just got took on? So we counted everything up, and then I think we had 3 cars
20 years in, some
that were usable, and about
hijinks from the principals at Joe Gibbs Racing.
Just a miscellaneous nothing. So that's what we started with. Oh, and by the way, we didn't even have a building or a race shop either. So we had to design, find, and build a race shop to start this thing off. So there were a few things that we had against us at the time. But we did. We started off with 15 people, as Joe said, and I'll say Jimmy only counts it as 12, because me,
Todd Meredith and Dave Apple all grew up together. We're part of that 15. So we didn't count for much.
Yeah, that would be my next hurdle I had to overcome. We had 12, and Joe one day said, "Hey, I'm going to send my son and a couple of his friends down there. Find something for them to do." So JD and 2 friends show up.
We're still looking.
And some of you may know he started his career. We had him be a tire changer at the time. You could have a left side tire changer in our sport, and JD was our left side tire changer. So we found something for you to do. And it's funny, at that time your dad asked me to find you a job. Now I work for you.
That's the first time I heard you say that.
But sincerely, I do want to thank Joe and JD for doing what they did. I mean, they brought a lot to this sport. Obviously, as you all know, they've been great participants in sport. They brought a lot of new liveliness to the sport when they came in, and I've been really proud to be a part of this organization. My wife once told me that if anything ever happened over here, and I got fired or something happened and I was left, just do her a favor, put on the shirt in the morning, go out the door and pretend you're going to work. Don't tell me you don't have a job. So that's the way the Gibbs family's been to all the employees here. They've taken us under their wings and we've become part of their family, and we really appreciate that. And just hopefully we have, it's hard to believe 20 years, and maybe we can get another 20.
At night, your football players or your drivers? Are you kidding? That's easy, isn't it? Both of them are up here. I'll let you pick out who it is. I said to myself, we go through the whole thing with Tony Stewart. I'm in there and, we're talking to sponsors and we go around. So finally Tony says, "Hey, I'm going to go start my own deal." We said, "Hey, great, we're going to, this is not great. I mean, we didn't want it to happen, but then we get Kyle." I said, and about a year into that, I looked up and I went, "Lord, what do you say?"
All right, let's go to work.
Well, I've been to every media tour since 1993.
Thanks, Barry.
And this is one of the better ones. Winding up with the 20th anniversary of Joe Gibbs Racing. Bobby Labonte and
Coach JD,
Tony Stewart back to swap stories with the Gibbs family. And these things aren't as raucous as they were when I first started covering racing. They're more efficient. Probably to be said of the sport, it was good in the old and it was good in the new, I reckon.
Our breakout sessions. Denny Hamlin and Mike Ford.
I get upset from time to time, but it's still a good gig.
Kyle Busch,
good sport to cover.
Dave Rogers.